So we need to talk about this hotel. The Pattaya Discovery Beach Hotel on Pattaya Soi 61. And you're probably saying to yourself right now, okay, wait a minute. So if you are standing in the Discovery Beach Hotel at this moment, this is the reason why I don't want to stay at that hotel, because it's loud. But let me tell you guys something first. So today is actually the last day of Songkran 2026. One lie, April 19, Songkran 2026 here in Pattaya. So the noise level is actually at a 10 right now. It is at a times 10, the noise level. You can look down there. I'm overlooking the sound stage on Beach Road. We are right beside this night market here with a Ferris wheel. The music is blasting down there coming from Soi 6. So if you look down there, in between those buildings there, that is Soi 6. Right here is Soi 61, and this is the hotel complex. In front of us, we've got, this is actually also part of the hotel, but this is the C tower. Right now, I'm in the D tower. Now, here's the thing about this hotel. So if you're saying to yourself, yeah, that's the reason why I don't want to stay at that hotel, because it's loud. The noise level is loud right now because it's at a times 10 because of Songkran. Here's the thing. I have actually stayed, I've come to Pattaya. This is the 7th time I've been to Pattaya over the past few years. And over the 7 times I've visited Pattaya over the past few years, I've stayed at 8 hotels along Pattaya Beach Road. And every time I book a hotel, plan a vacation to come to Pattaya, I always overlook the Pattaya Discovery Beach Hotel. This is the first time out of 8 hotels I've stayed at along the Pattaya Beach Road that I've stayed here at the Discovery Hotel. And the reason why I always overlook it, even though I usually book on Expedia, and because I book on Expedia and I do a lot of traveling, I've got membership perks, I get a lot of discounts, and I always see a discount for the Discovery Beach Hotel. But I never choose this hotel. And I think a few years ago I read, because of course, before I stay at any hotel, I always read reviews. And I think a few years ago I read a review that kind of threw me off, because it said, you're not gonna be able to get any sleep if you stay at that hotel. And it's located on Soi 61, which isn't the best road. But however, you're right beside Soi 6. So if that's something that's actually appealing to you, you're in a super great location. And actually, I slept like a baby last night, guys, because honestly, regardless of where you stay on Pattaya Beach Road, if you're coming to Pattaya because you want to get some sleep, maybe you want to just hit the pool, you want to hit the beach, and you're planning to get some sleep and some relaxation, maybe have a massage, go to sleep early, the number one thing you should buy before you check into any hotel along Beach Road is grab yourself some earplugs. Go to Watson, go to Boots, you might find some at 7-Eleven, grab yourself some earplugs. And if you've got earplugs and you've got the windows shut, you can't even hear the music. And again, today is the last day of Songkran, one line here in Pattaya. So the noise level is at a times 10. Because again, this isn't the first time I've been to Pattaya. This is the 7th time I've been to Pattaya over the past few years. And it's not like this. The noise level is at a times 10 right now. And staying at this hotel is actually really beautiful. If you guys can look down there, you can see that. Okay, so here's the thing. This is a video I was really looking forward to uploading on YouTube. And I should have uploaded this video last week. But what happened was, I actually ran out of memory when I was filming. But I did finish filming because I switched the memory cards. But it got split into 2 parts. And it wasn't until I got back to Bangkok that I realized I accidentally deleted the second part of this video. But luckily the next morning while I was still in Pattaya, I did film some other footage on the ground level and took you guys a tour from Beach Road through the whole complex and the swimming pool all the way up to Second Road. And I'm going to show you guys that footage in a little bit. But if you're wondering why this video got cut, that's the reason. But what I was saying was in the video was that if you are planning a trip to Pattaya or you have the Pattaya Discovery Beach Hotel on your list of stays in Pattaya, you will not regret staying at this hotel. I had a great time and I have nothing bad to say about the hotel. Breakfast was amazing. The view was beautiful and the location is perfect. You guys are going to see because I'm going to take you guys on a tour from Beach Road through the whole complex up to Second Road just in a little bit. But I wanted to share that because I should have actually filmed this whole video in the hotel, but yeah, unfortunately I deleted the second part of this video. And again, like I was saying in the video, the only reason why the noise level was at a times 10 when I was filming is because it was Songkran weekend. And yeah, the noise level was at a 10. But again, like I did say, if you are planning a trip to Pattaya for relaxation and your idea of a vacation in Pattaya is to get some sleep for whatever reason, maybe that is your reason why you want to book a hotel in Pattaya, go grab yourself some earplugs. That way you will get that relaxation you need and you'll have no complaints staying at the Pattaya Discovery Beach Hotel. Other than that, that's the only thing that anyone could say anything negative about the hotel. But I am positive that if it is not Songkran weekend, the noise level would not have been a top 10 times 10 when I was filming earlier in the video. But that's the only reason. And that's maybe the only reason that would turn you off from staying at the hotel, because maybe you're reading reviews about that online. But take it from me, you will have no complaints at this hotel. Great location. And if your idea of a vacation is getting some sleep, then earplugs is the way to go and you will have no complaints staying at this hotel. I had a great time. And in fact, I'm actually planning to go back to Pattaya. And if in fact I go back to Pattaya and then I go back again and again, I think that the Discovery Beach Hotel is a hotel I'm going to be booking quite often in Pattaya. But anyways, I'm going to take you guys on a tour of the ground level from Beach Road up to Second Road through the whole complex. And yeah, we'll just take you there right now. Let's go. So if you're ever walking along Beach Road in Pattaya and you pass Soi 6 and you reach Soi 6-1 and you notice this Cafe Amazon and this patio seating up here along the beach, this is actually part of the Pattaya Discovery Beach Hotel. And the actual car entrance, if you're driving, would be here on Soi 6-1, just right up here. And this hotel actually has 3 towers. So there's the old C Tower buildings that are closer to Beach Road here, and then there's the D Tower. And so if you were driving, you would be going up Soi 6-1. But we'll actually walk up here through the restaurant, walk by the pool, and I'll walk you guys through the whole resort complex, because the Discovery Beach Hotel actually extends all the way here from Beach Road all the way to Second Road. So if you're staying at the hotel, you got all this front row beach seating. You got the swimming pool right here, and there's multiple swimming pools actually in this complex. So this is the old building right here. This is the C Tower, or the Chic Tower, and it's actually 2 towers. And then the third tower we're gonna walk towards is the D tower. So if in fact you're actually planning to book a stay here at the Pattaya Discovery Beach Hotel, you gotta keep that in mind, because if you're thinking you want to stay closer to Beach Road, you have access to all of this if you stay in any one of the towers. But if you want like really close access to the beach, you want to stay in the Chick Towers, the C Towers right here, because you're really close to Beach Road. Now, if you were to book a stay here and you were to book a room in, and they specify, I usually book through Expedia, and they'll specify what tower you're staying in, because if you choose a room in the D tower and you're looking at the map and you're saying, okay, I'm staying at the Pattaya Discovery Hotel and I'm right on the beach, but if you're staying in the D tower, technically you're not on the beach, so because it's a little bit of a walk to get to Second Road. And actually, so that on my right side, the very last tower there, that is the D tower. And so if you're actually staying in the D tower, you're actually right on Second Road, to be honest. If you come down out of the hotel, you're right on Second Road. And if you know anything about Pattaya, one of the main busiest streets is Soi 6, and that is pretty much your neighboring street right there. And so you've got access to Soi 6 behind us on Beach Road, as well as on Second Road. But what's great about it is there's actually, we're approaching a middle entrance, a side street that will take you into Soi 6. So it's pretty much right door. Your next door neighbor to Soi 6. And there's plenty of parking here. There's also in the D tower, you've got an upstairs parking lot as well in that building. So the D tower is actually the newer building. And this building we are approaching right now, this is also actually the C tower, the Chic tower. So these first few buildings, these are considered the older buildings, but it's all part of the same resort hotel complex, the Discovery Beach Hotels. And that building right down there, that's the D tower. And if you're having breakfast, you're actually having breakfast in this building right here on the second floor. So I actually checked into this hotel last minute last night, because last night was the last day of Songkran, One Lan Pattaya. And to save a few dollars, I chose City View. When I checked in a few days ago, they were like, yeah, you can go up. And I guess they must have upgraded me for free. And maybe no one was checking in. I grabbed the room last minute, because when I got upstairs, I had a corner suite right there. And those are actually panoramic view. So you've got a view of the beach as well as a city view. But this right here is the swimming pool. So the second swimming pool for this complex. You got a slide over there. Some nice seating here. And this is the D Tower. And so again, if you're staying, if you booked a trip or you're planning to book a stay here at the Pattaya Discovery, you want to make sure which hotel you're actually staying in. If you're staying in the D Tower or the older Chic Towers, because if you're staying in the Chic Towers, you're going to be a lot closer to Beach Road. But if you're staying here at the D Tower, this is the entrance right here, you're actually on Second Road. So that can be a little bit deceiving if you're not sure if it's your first time staying at this hotel. But to be honest, it's not that bad, because other than having beach front views over on Beach Road, Second Road is just as busy with tons of restaurants, bars, everything. In fact, because Second Road has both sides of the street, it's actually a lot more busier as opposed to like foot traffic than Beach Road. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of massage shops, restaurants, bars along Second Road. And this road is literally, it's a 10-minute walk up to Terminal 21 shopping mall, which is right there. There's also Central Marina. So there's two shopping malls up here. We're in North Pattaya right now. If we were actually to turn around and walk this way, it's only about, I'd say a 15-minute walk, maybe 15 to 20-minute walk to Central Pattaya and the Hilton Pattaya. And so this right here is the entrance to Soi 6. And not much going on right now because it's 9 a.m. in the morning. Everyone's still sleeping. It's right there. Anyhow, that is the Pattaya Discovery Beach Hotel. The Chic Towers and the D Tower. Here at Pattaya Soi 61.